Good morning. In today's video, the topic for discussion is about business environment. This is the second video on the basis of this topic. In the first video, we had already discussed what is the meaning of a business, what is environment, and what is business environment as a whole. So I would just brush up what business environment is. Business environment is simply any aspect which is influencing your business both internally and externally. Any factors, both internal factors and external factors, which will affect your or influence your business, that factors are known as business environment. So those factors may be present internally in your organization, which is inside your company, or it will be outside the company, and that will be externally to your organization. So that is why it is classified into internal environment and external environment. So let us see what are those factors. So external factors that are affecting your company or any business organization is broadly classified into micro environment and macro environment. The internal environment which will affect or influence our business organization will be broadly classified as financial resources inside the company, physical and human resources available in the company, and main objectives or the goal of your business. So these are some of the factors which are available and these factors will always influence the company, so that it comes under these two. So let us discuss all these things in detail. Micro environment. So it is an external environment. So micro environment. What do you mean by micro environment? So the factors which are close to the company and affects its ability to work constitutes microenvironment. So anything, any factors or any variant which is very close to the company, it will be known as microenvironment. So it is also known as operating environment of the business. So if you are a businessman, who or what are the factors which are very close to you? It will be obviously suppliers, customers, and some other factors like that. So these factors are otherwise known as operating factors or operating environment of the business. So let us see this one by one. First one is suppliers. Suppliers are those who supply the inputs like raw material and components to the company. Uncertainties regarding the supply constraints the company to maintain high inventories, causing cost increase. So every time, who are the suppliers? Suppliers are someone who will supply the inputs or supply the materials or raw material or components to your company for production. So every time what happens, there will be uncertainties in this supply, and that's why it is very important for a businessman or a business organization to collect or maintain more inventories in the organization, and that why it will always affect or cause cost increase. So when this cost increases, it's a main factor which will influence your company, isn't it? And that is why it is a micro environment factor. Okay, second factor or second variant is customer. Success of any business depends upon identifying the customers, their needs, likes, etc., and enhancing the level of customer satisfaction. So customers are the king of business. So customer satisfaction is the main aim or objective of any business organization. So the major task of business is to create and sustain customers. So for this task, it will always undergo advertisement and other selling campaigns and all those things. So that will also affect the company, because it will have cost for every thing what you do to increase your production or your sales will have cost. So that will influence your company, and that is why this is also a micro environment factor. Next is, you can see competitors. Next, the main factor which is going to affect your company is competitors. Why do you say competitors will always influence the company? Let us see. Competitors ban other businesses like business units which are marketing or producing similar products or a very close substitute of our product. So business has to adjust its various activities according to the action and reaction of competitors. If you have a very close substitute product which is very close to your business area, then you have to adjust so many things and so many variances which are acting as operating variances will be changed according to your competitors decision. So it is also one of the factor which will affect you in a way. That is why this is included in a micro environment factor, because this is very closely influential to your business. Okay, and next is marketing intermediaries. These are the firms that aid the company in promoting, selling and distributing its goods to final buyers. As we already told, we have to do something to promote and sustain the customers. So who will do that? The marketing intermediaries will do that. So they are the vital links between the company and final consumer. So in order to sustain this marketing intermediaries, you have to spend amount, and that will influence your company. So that is why this is also a micro environment factor. What is the next thing and the last thing which is available is a public. Okay, a public is any group that has an actual or potential interest in or impact on any organization's ability to achieve its interest. So anything or any person or any group of person who has a direct influence or direct impact on the organization and its interest, they are known as a public. Okay, so some companies are seriously affected by such public. So that is why I had quoted very important example for a public is media. This person will have a high influence on any organization. These media can either build an organization or can destroy a total organization by giving any sort of information. So these are some of the micro environmental factors available in today's society. So I hope that's clear. Next is macro environment. Okay, macro environment is that means general environment of business. Macro forces are uncontrollable in comparison to micro forces of environment. The growth and survival of business depends upon its adaptability to macro environmental factors. So it is very important for a business to take care of the macro environment rather than taking into consideration about the micro environment. It is important, but it is very important to consider macro environment. So the important macro environments are economic environment and non-economic environment. So let us see what are they. Macro environment, economic environment. So to know the economic environment of a country or a business, one has to understand the economic policies of the nation. So every business organization should understand whether this business is allowed in your country and whether it will affect the economy, and so he should understand the economic policies of the nation. Okay, these policies put direct impact on the working and success of a business. Okay, so everyone should be very aware about the economic policies of the nation. And so why should he have a understanding of these policies? Because it will always have a direct impact on the working and success of the business. Okay, and economic conditions, economic policies like industrial policies, monetary policies, fiscal policies, etc., and the economic system are the important factors that constitute economic environment of the business. So for example, if you are a financial organization, finance company, you should be aware about the financial policies available in the nation, and you should also work accordingly, or else it will be a problem to your business. So that is why this economic environment is a macro environment factor which is available and which is to be taken care of. Okay, next is Non-economic environment, there's socio-cultural environment, legal environment, political environment. All these types of environment comes under non-economic environment. Okay, so what is the first one, which is socio-cultural environment? So socio-cultural environmental factors consist of human relationship and the development. Okay, so some of the important factors in the social environment are the buying and consumption habit of the people, their languages, beliefs, values, customs, traditions, etc., that affects the business. Okay, so everywhere, if you are going to run a business, you should always take care of the socio-cultural environment based on your people around your business or people around your market. Based on that people's culture and social behavior only, you're going to lead into a business or to shrink in the business. Okay, so some of the factors are like languages, beliefs, values, customs. So if in a group of people believe in traditional things and they are very much fond of their culture, and if you're going for a western type of product there, it will be a utter failure. So something like that. Okay, so non-economic environment, the main and important environment is socio-cultural environment. Okay, next is legal environment. Legal environment, every country follows its own system of law. Okay, so the companies operating in the global market have to take into account the provisions with respect to the legal environment prevalent in the countries which they do business. These laws and regulations affect the day-to-day operations of the business. If you're going to do a business in UK, you should abide by the laws which is provided in UK. You cannot follow the law which is available in India and go do business in UK. And likewise, if a UK company is coming and establishing his industry or his organization in India, he should abide by the laws which is available in India and work accordingly. Or else, legal environment is at a very like it is going to affect your business very badly. Okay, so something like that. Next is political environment. Political environment consists of factors related to the management of public affairs that have a considerable impact of business of an organization. It impacts the legislations and government rules and regulations under which business organizations operates in a country. So any political environment are the factors that are related to the management of public affairs. So something which is going to affect the public will not be available in certain place. So taking into consideration, only then an organization should start or to start production of certain products. So that is also an important factor to be considered. Next is technological environment. What a technological environment? Technological environment comprises both machines and scientific thinking. Okay, that is hard technology as well as the soft technology. So used to solve problems and promote progress. It also represents the degree of advancement of goods and services that are prevalent in a country or a region. So technological environment, if you're going to a agricultural land and going to, if for example you are taking an example of a cola company, they're going and like leasing an agricultural land and they're putting a very high machine to extract all the water from that land. That is why people are running against those companies and that. So technological environment is a very important factor to be considered while you are doing business, and that is why it is a macro environment which is very important to be considered. Okay, so next is natural environment. So geographical factors such as natural resources, endowments. The example which I told you earlier will also match under natural environment. Weather and climatic condition, location aspects in global context, port facilities, etc. are very relevant to business. If you are running a business which need parts which are to be imported via sea, you're going to bring some of the accessories from other countries, and that accessories can be carried only by sea, but you are in an area where there is no coastline, then it is a problem. Yes, and that is a very important natural factor which will affect your business. So, as a businessman, you should always consider these micro environmental factors and macro environmental factors to succeed in a business. Okay? So, that is it. Thank you.